Testing. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Check 1.
Yeah. You got enough of that? Sounds
Check
good.
1. Check 2.
I have a friend who grew up as a Christian and has become, as of late, an atheist. And we have had so many conversations about Christianity. He grew up in a really legalistic situation, and I mean, I think we all have to like find our way back to Jesus. We just have to. Sometimes things happen in life, and we just lose that connection. And so I had this idea for this song, and I think in my heart I knew I was writing it for him. Because it seemed that every time we got together, all we talked about was Jesus. All we talked about was Christianity. And obviously, this is not a subject that's at rest within him. And then, what kind of happened that made me finish this song was I was on a Christmas tour with Travis Cottrell, who's a good friend, and he and I were on a Christmas tour, and the bass player in his band, Wes, was really late getting to the bus, and nobody knew where he was, and we looked all over for him, and he was just nowhere to be found. And when Wes finally ascended the steps onto the bus, we're like, Wes, we're so glad you're okay. We didn't know where you were. And he continued, he started to tell us the story of where he had been. And he had decided to go out the back door of the church and kind of around. It was a kind of crisp, winter night, and he just felt like getting a little bit of fresh air. And when he went out the back door, he saw a man carrying the trash into the dumpster, and it was the church custodian. And Wes, who's very quiet and like meek in his manner, said he just felt overwhelmed to ask him a single question. He walked up to him and he said, "Hey man, do you know Jesus?" And for whatever reason, the guy just started telling his whole story about how he had been married and had lost his wife and kids. He'd kind of fallen on some bad choices in life and hard times, and he felt that he had just messed up every chance he had in the world to be accepted by the love of God. Wes told him about Jesus and about how that there you can't go too far, and there is no thing that God cannot save you from and rescue you from. And I mean, you have to wonder, he's working at a church. Mm-hmm. He's a custodian for a church. He feels that God is too far for him. And so they sat down on the concrete there by the dumpster, and Wes led him to the Lord. And I was like, so that's really why the song was written. It was about who Jesus is, because in all of our theology and complicated, so many denominations and what we believe and what we don't believe, but really the core of what we're here to talk about is Jesus and what he taught us.
Do you know Jesus? Do you know who Jesus is? Do you think him a liar and his story just a myth? Did he climb Golgotha? Did he bleed for you then die? And was his life a worthy sacrifice? Have you known great sorrow, deeper than your words can tell? Do you wonder when life is over, is there heaven or is there hell? Do you long for comfort? Do you aim but always miss? Could you know a greater joy that carries healing on its wings? Could you open up your heart, have a new song you can sing? There is love that covers and suffered all to give you this. Oh, do you know who Jesus is? Come and taste the living water that He gives. Come, oh, come, that you'll know who Jesus is. As He called you out, now you're standing on the waves. And just like Peter, you could use a step of faith, and it might feel foolish taking such a risk, but you won't regret it when you know who Jesus is. Come and taste the living water that He gives. Oh, come. Oh, come, that you know who Jesus is. Do you know who Jesus is?
Hello, testing. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Check 1.
You got enough of that? Sounds
Check
good.
1. Check 2.